Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I did a lot of brainstorming on the Toyota about where to put certain things, core support of course, and fuel tank. So I didn't video a lot of it just because, well, it's a lot of just trial and error, and honestly it really isn't that entertaining to watch. So I kind of want to just show you the aftermath, and then hopefully tomorrow we can get some progress done as far as getting things mounted and putting them in their final location. I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out, and I'll go ahead and show you what we got going on. And before I forget to tell you, hey, hit the like and subscribe button. It would really help me out a lot if you could do that really quick, like right now. I'll pause for a second. Okay, yeah, cool, you hit it, awesome. So anyhow, I will show you what I got going on. Alright, so since the last time you saw the engine bay, it's changed a little bit. Not drastically, but it has changed, so let's start with that. I got the throttle body mounted, and I mocked up the air cleaner housing because I have to have the mass airflow sensor. So I shortened this up trying to see how this would all fit, and honestly I'm probably going to go with the cold air intake setup. It'll be a lot cleaner. This is really clunky and ugly, but for starting it up purposes, it will work great because I can always slap an air filter in here really quick just to make sure that it runs like it's supposed to, and I can always get one later. They're really super duper cheap. I can get them off of eBay or Amazon for like 40 bucks, but I'd rather put that money somewhere else right now because it'll start up and run with this setup. So I think that's all I did up here, because I haven't really messed with the exhaust too much because I got busy with this other stuff. So anyhow, let's bang the camera all over the place while we take a trip to the back of the truck. This is where things have really changed quite a bit. So I had stretched metal across the back of the bed, and I took all that out. And as you can see, I got the radiator mounted. So I did mount this offset on purpose. The cardboard box is my envisioning tool for the fuel cell I'm going to put in there, and then my battery box I want to put back here too. So I'm thinking that this is going to be a pretty happy location. I got some 90-degree hose elbows that will work perfect for putting the radiator here and running the lines down by the gas tank. So that's kind of what I've been screwing around with, trying to figure out where all this stuff's going to fit, and so that way I can plan ahead on getting the coolant lines, fuel lines, electrical, all that plumbed into the back of the truck. So anyhow, I just wanted to give you that little thing there. I do have this orange channel that's sitting here. I got to re-gusset underneath of where I'm going to put some flat, hopefully some diamond plate or something like that to support the battery, fuel cell, and radiator. But what I had going on today, I did have a problem with my Ford. It is sitting over there. I'll probably do a video on it tomorrow because I royally screwed up and I don't want anybody else to do that. Anyhow, that's for a separate video. Oh, and I forgot. I got the computer squared away too. Since the harness is kind of limiting where I can put it, I made the decision to put the computer here. I made a nice little bracket to put it in. I just got to make a little 90-degree dealie so I can bolt it in where the factory power steering reservoir was at. Should work out pretty good. Once I get everything final wired and everything, I will make a cover to make this waterproof and mud-proof. Having these huge holes in here obviously is not conducive to moisture and mud and whatnot. And of course, if anybody knows, electrical items like computers don't really care for water and mud at all. So anyhow, that was a really big one. That was kind of hard to do because I wanted to use really thin gauge steel. And it took me a really long time to do. That's why I don't have it on video. But anyhow, I did get that taken care of. And anyhow, that turned out fantastic. So once I get this thing a little more ironed out, we'll be good to go there. Plus, I still have this area here to do power steering, air lines, and whatnot, and get that all squared away. Awesome. So making some super good progress and just kind of checking a bunch of boxes and trying to get as much done as possible. Sweet. All right, guys, well, it's the next day. I didn't get a lot done last night, just more mocking up and whatnot. So today we really hit it hard. We put a bunch of time into the back of the truck trying to figure different stuff out. As you can see, I still have my fuel cell box, my envisioning tool there. I still got the radiator, all that set up in there, and got that pretty much where I want it. So the new thing is I'm trying to figure out where to put my storage box at. I may end up making a box in the bottom of the bed, but this is really convenient and pretty easy to use. So what we did is I got rid of all of the stretch metal that was in the back of the truck. All of it's gone. Actually, it's sitting over there. And also, we tried to get this to fit in there, but the wheel wells that were right in here, let me see if I can give you a better angle. The wheel that were right here are gone. They're right here. So basically, we just cut them off. They really didn't do anything. My tire is not coming anywhere close. So I got that out of there so that I could put the box right here. So ideally, I can get this to fit here like this. Still have the fuel cell. Still got the radiator. Whoops. See if I can do this without tripping and falling down. And then this side, the battery box set up right here. I'm going to clean that up a little bit, probably make a newer one. That was kind of a universal deal that I had made a while ago that probably going to square away. But I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't, I'll sell it and I'll make one. I'm just trying to save myself a little bit of time and money by using this. I also, since I cleaned this out, I think I'm going to put my high lift jack down here behind my lights. And let's see if you can see that okay. And maybe use a piano hinge or stuff like that so that I can open it up separately, put straps and crap like that in there that I don't necessarily need to have in the box. That way they can permanently stay there. I'll just sheet metal it all in. Should be pretty slick. So we did make some progress on her today. It took a lot longer than I really thought it was going to. That's why I didn't video it, because honestly, that probably took us 4 hours to figure out. But we did a lot of brainstorming, a lot of ideas. We thought about using different fuel cells, tried maybe use different cargo container, which we still may do. But I really like where this is going, so we're going to try and push forward on this for now. I may scrap this whole idea and go somewhere different as far as this configuration, but anyhow, that's what we had going on today, just to give you guys an update, and I figure I'd spare you the 4 hours of us hemming and hawing over this, that, and the other. So anyhow, we'll hit her again tomorrow and see how much more progress we can make. So have a great night, and we'll see you in the morning. All right, guys, well, it's the next morning, and something real simple. I'm going to go ahead and paint the CoreSport, pull it out of the back of the truck, take the radiator off, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to spare you all of that because, well, I'm not an auto body technician. So I'm going to try a couple things that I've learned watching some YouTubers on how to do this. So anyhow, I'll show you the finished product because who knows how long it'll take me. Ask anybody that knows me, this is not my wheelhouse whatsoever. But I'm going to give it my best shot, and hopefully it turns out okay. Enjoy! All right, guys, I got the CoreSport all painted up. I kind of spared you the watching me do this. I just kind of wanted to give it, I'm going to give it another coat. I still got to do a little bit of welding. Like on the top here, I got to weld the nuts on the bottom that hold the clamps on. And I also got to weld in the stretch metal, which I'm going to cut out here in just a little bit. But I wanted to at least give you a rundown on that. So basically what I used was the 220 sandpaper on Gwen's handy dandy little sander. Boy, that thing kicks ass. I'm telling you what, I really like this thing. So anyway, I did that and took the rags and used some acetone, wiped it all down, let it dry for a minute, and then sprayed it, stuck it on top of the stove to let it dry. Looks pretty good for the first coat anyway. I got a little bit of finish work to do, and then it should be a finished product. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. All right, well, that's all the time we got for today. So I'm really happy with how the core sport turned out so far. We'll finish her up the next couple of days, finish welding, painting, whatnot, get it mounted in the back of the truck and permanently, and everything should be good to go. Really excited about that. So until then, we'll see you next time.